Hi everyone, my name is Wei. I'm a member of the We Plant AirPlants team. Today, I'm going to introduce about Tillandsia. It's the basic information you should know. What is Tillandsia?
Tillandsia is commonly known as airplants or the houseplant of the moment in the gardening scene. They call them airplants because they grow without soil in the air.
What are Tillandsias? What are airplants?
Oftentimes, people assume that they get a name because they are found in trees or on log cliffs hanging in the air, or because they only need air to survive, or even better yet, because they clean the air. All of these reasons are somewhat right and definitely not wrong. In reality, airplants get a name due to the fact that they generally found hanging in the air. They are able to pull moisture and nutrients from the air within scales on the leaves, called trichomes, while most plants get nutrients and water from the root system. This is where Tillandsias really stand out from the norm.
Now let's take a quick look at these cool plants.
You see in the picture, just some of my beautiful plants. In nature,
Most air plants are epiphytes that use their roots to attach themselves to the branches of trees, rather than growing in the ground.
examples of epiphyte are bromeliads, orchids, Spanish moss, some ferns, algae, and lichens. I sometimes heard it said that epiphyte and aerophyte have similar meaning. It means a plant that derives moisture and nutrients from the air and rain. It usually grows on another plant but not parasitic on it. Today, we are focusing on a particular species called Tillandsia. As I just said, Tillandsias are not parasites because they don't rob nutrients from their host plants. They just use their host as an anchor and a place to live. Do you know what? One of the most common misconceptions about Tillandsia airplants come from the name and the idea that they need just air to survive. No special attention required. And that's the false information. Airplants are really fun to grow. These fun and trendy plants don't need soil, but they do still need a little attention. They don't survive on air alone. In their native habitats across the southern US, Mexico, Central, and South America, airplants get what they need from high humidity and plentiful rainfall. In your home, you'll need to water your airplants about once a week. Some varieties can go 2 weeks without being watered. Keep an eye on them to determine when your plant seems to need a drink. I'll discuss how to water airplants in detail soon. Many people, including me at the beginning, wondered that, how do airplants absorb water and nutrients? Well, unlike most plants, it's not mainly to their roots. Instead, airplants absorb water and nutrients to their trichomes. Trichomes are like tiny sponges that absorb water from the plants, like roots do on other plants. Trichomes are specialized structures on the leaves of airplants, which trap moisture and dust, providing the plant with water and nutrients. About the root system. The main function of these roots is to help them cling harmlessly to their host. They can be trimmed off without any harm to the plant. Over time, the roots will begin to grow again and can be trimmed off right at the base of the plant. Now we know that their roots are used for attachment. I mean, rather than absorbing nutrients and water via roots, air plants rely on the moisture in the atmosphere to grow and thrive. When they grow on other plants, using other plants for physical support, but obtaining no nutrients from them, and neither causing damage nor offering benefit. About our decoration. In the case of hanging them, we like to decorate these roots by cutting them off for the clean and beautiful appearance. There is a plant that I rarely decorate its roots, since the roots look so useful. They can break up a somewhat messy leaf, making leaves of the plant less tangled,
While also being able to increase the cavity for the wind to blow through the middle of the body of the plant better, as shown in the picture.
That plant is garnerly, especially wild garnerly. Tillandsias bloom but once in their lifetime. The flowers come in many shapes and in a range of color from coral to pinks and purples. After Tillandsias flower, they can produce puffs or small offsets emerging from the base of the mother plant.
Once pups are 1/3 the size of the mother plant, they can be gently separated from the main plant and grown on their own, or they can be left in the place, allowing the plant to form a clump. There are plants that can produce offsets before blooming. They call adventitious offsets, like these plants, Tillandsia AirPlants. Tillandsia AirPlants is one of those plants that makes lots of adventitious offsets before the plant blooms. After blooming, it makes normal pups. The adventitious are sometimes called hair or sucker pups and tend to grow a lot slower than regular pups. There are many different varieties and cultivars of Tillandsia. Tillandsia AirPlants is the most common species sown in shops. If you want more plants in life but feel like you don't have a green thumb or simply have no idea where to start, try these plants. They are low maintenance and forgiving. If you keep them really happy, they'll present you with a flower. That's all you should know. Easy, right? Next clip, I'll discuss about airplant care. How to properly water airplants, spray, dunk, or soak. Which one is the best? Also, very good information about the 3 climate designation commonly used to classify Tillandsia. They can be broadly broken up into 3 different categories: hydric, mesic, and xeric. We will discuss about the differences between these categories. You will find that the characteristics of each plant are fine-tuned for their environments, so you can control watering them effectively. Don't miss it. Alright, I need to go now. Take care of yourself from COVID-19 and happy planting your garden, everyone. Remember, it is so nice having plants around us. So, plant your own, garden your soul, and embrace your wilderness. Thank you for